boot. This one actually has the optional hood seats.
Yeah, and so otherwise that space is available as well. So
it is. So you have extra storage space.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of space actually. So you've not got any spare wheels, so I guess it's the battery up until there.
So no, that's where the motor is.
Oh, sorry, of course. Sorry. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So the floor pan is basically the battery pack.
Yeah.
Then the front of the car, we have front trunk, known as a trunk.
Yeah.
If you have a four-wheel drive car, you will lose this hole. Basically, it gets blanked off about here across.
Right.
I mean, you've still got a good storage space, big enough for shopping.
Yeah.
Coats, luggage, things like that.
So has it got fog lights or?
It does, yes.
It does.
It has they're cornering lights as well. So they'll if you change direction, they'll come on and off.
Oh yes, yeah. A few cars have got that now, haven't they? Yeah.
You got the day running lights are here.
Yeah. So is it all LED lighting apart from the headlights there?
Yes, you got xenons.
Yeah.
Headlights and then LEDs.
Yeah. Yes, you tell the 21-inch wheels, can't you? They almost look oversized for it, don't they?
They're pretty much the most expensive option.
Yeah. What, in terms of just choosing the wheels by themselves?
Cost,
yeah. Quite expensive to replace as well, I imagine.
Yeah, they can be.
Not that that's going to be the concern.
I mean, the standard 19-inch wheels are really nice.
Yeah.
But they're still 19, so they're a large wheel.
Yes.
But then you've got more tyre, so you've got more protection against curbs.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, the turbines look great.
Yeah, they do, definitely.
Excellent. Should we jump in?
Yeah.
Change those settings.
That's a satisfying sort of feeling as well. Wow.
So
you see the photos, but you never quite prepare yourself for it. Wow. Very roomy as well. It's quite. I guess it's quite a wide car.
It is, yeah.
So the parking sensors then, is that just something that happens when you're going at low speed, or is it something you turn on somehow?
Sorry, could you repeat?
So you're parking at something going at low speed. Is that something that just turns itself on and turns off when you start moving, or
the parking or the sensors?
The parking sensors, yeah.
Yeah. So if I put the car in reverse, basically I'll start looking for things.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean there's lots of techniques. So for example, say you wanted to open the sunroof, you just drag the picture of the roof of the car back. That's it, and it will open. And it's that easy.
Yeah, my mum's got a sunroof in her car. My dad hasn't had one yet, but from what everyone says and what she says, actually, it's once you've had one, you always want one.
You do. It's nice. It's nice to see the sky and have extra light in the car. Yeah. And then on a sunny day, you can open it, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, the car's in reverse. What I've got there is some movable guidelines.
Ah.
Drive it's very simple. It's just on here. Gauge drive, it's forwards, reverse is up.
So like the American cars.
So column shift.
Yeah.
So on this one, we have internet radio. You can choose pretty much any station that you want, and it will play music of that artist. You've got FM, AM, DAB radio. You can put in your phone, up to 10 mobile phones, iPods, USB sticks, hard drives, whatever you like. Plug it in, and the car will be able to play them. We have a big sat nav. This sat nav uses Google.
Oh yeah.
Google G. But it actually it works off a satellite. So what you do is you type in your address, and you'll see now first person in front. Now we have another sat nav.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Just turn her down. Actually, I'll turn her off. And it tells you the battery percentage of.
When you get there.
When you get there.
Yeah. So is that your place in Bristol?
That was. I think it might have been my flat address from when I was a student. I just typed it in from what I could remember. It was something like that. But yeah, so that's really useful. We have the camera again, which you can use for going forwards. We have an energy graph, which shows you how the car's been driven over the last distance. At 5 miles here we have projected range of 126. Basically this is where it's been regenning, this is where it's been consuming power.
Yeah.
So probably going up this last bit would be going up this hill here. If I go down the hill, that line will go down, it will show the regen. We have web browsing, so just like you would have with an iPad. You know, you type in your address here and it will come up. And like I say, we have other settings then. If you wanted to unlock the door, put the lights, remove the sunroof. It's just a question of sliding
It's just
sliding
all
the
there.
picture.
It's the sort of thing that you can, once you see it in action, you think, why has no one else done this before?
No.
It's sort of, from what I've seen of Tesla, it's sort of, that's a lot of what they do. It's sort of, well, yeah, why did no one do this before? It just took someone to think, actually, let's do it like this, because there's no reason not to.
No,
let's sort of shake up the market, I guess. Sort of thing.
It's true, and I mean you can map everything on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So you can adjust, you know, put the climate control on and set the temperature for it, and it will just come on just by pressing it on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So much more simple. So yeah, that's basically it. I've just turned it. I mean, you were used to electric cars, so you know that when you move an electric car forward, there is no noise.
Yeah. It's always a surprise anyway. Something like a car like this, even though you know it's electric, it's always a surprise.
It is.
Also, being a different car, I mean, yes, you know the Leaf's electric and you get used to the fact that it is, but actually, the way that you get, even if you were to get into someone else's Leaf, it would still be odd because you sort of associate your own car with that. It's familiar. So, yeah.
So do you have a creep mode on the Leaf?
I do, and I can't turn it off, and I don't know whether I like it or not, to be honest.
You not turn it off?
I can't on that. No.
On this car we turn it. We have creep mode, but I drive most people who drive Teslas generally turn it off. Don't like it. For test drives for new people who haven't driven the car before, creep mode's good because you know you've got a 420 brake horsepower car, which you know has a sensitive throttle. So you see here the road sign.
Oh yeah.
That's showing you that's part of the autopilot mode. So this camera up here will pick up road signs. I mean, it will pick it up with the GPS as well. Yeah. But say you're going along the motorway, you know, it's normally at 70, but there's roadworks, they have those having speed checks. Then they have like 50-mile-per-hour signs. The car will read those, and then it will tell you actually you need to go 50 now, or override it.
Still doing that,
yeah. 2.1 tons.
Wow. Yeah, it's very comfortable.
So how long have you had your Leaf for?
Just over 2 months now. So yeah, not an awful long time, but it doesn't take long to get used to it, and also the mindset changes, because I hired one to begin with. Hired a Leaf just to sort of get used to for a short period of time, and it's interesting. It's just sort of getting used to the fact that obviously you've got to charge it, but where to charge, how far you've got to go, how much you can trust the sort of indicated range and everything.
Yeah.
So whilst I probably will be sort of trying to compare it, it's not really sort of apples and oranges, isn't it? So you don't really have to worry about it at all.
Do you suffer range anxiety at all?
I wouldn't have said so, because the journeys I do are short enough that I don't need to, or they're long enough that it involves motorways where I can charge if I need to. So
where do you charge it? Do you have a flat, or you have?
No, I'm in a rented house at the moment, and the landlord's fine with me charging it there. But the university also has chargers, so whenever I go there, I just plug it in there. So they've recently changed over from the standard standard chargers to the Type 2. I think it's the same as the
Type 2,
Tesla uses, which is a higher rate. The Leaf will only, on mine at least, go up to 3.3 kilowatts without having a rapid charger. Whereas some you can get with 6.6. Obviously, it's faster, but
oh right. So so it's only got it'll only go up to.
On the 3.3, it'll do how many? What is it? About 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So it's not quick, but to be honest, a lot of the time, all you really need to be able to do is to get either charge quickly because you're on the motorway or something, or you're leaving it for a period of time. So I've had exams and things at the moment, so you just leave it plugged in while you're riding during the day. It's fully charged by the time you're finished. So yeah, it's not quick though. Obviously, something like Tesla would take a very long time plugged into one of those, even at 7 kilowatts. So
yeah,
but no, wouldn't be an issue. As I said, I'm certainly not going to be owning one if my dad does look into it. So, yeah.
We'll go up this road. Not for around here. Don't know very well.
No, I've not been down this way myself.
It'll be all good.
Does it get it pretty much all the time, or is it finicky? Because obviously the UK signs would be different from the US ones, but you'd think they would.
Oh, it is, yeah, it gets it easy.
Yeah.
It works 95% of the time.
That's good. Okay. And does it then fall back on the GPS if it doesn't see that?
Oh, yeah, it does. It works on the GPS as well. You can normally work out which ones it can read. So it didn't read that one there, that little one.
Does it tell you when it's picked one up, or does it just sort of all just happens in the background?
Yeah, so it'll just ping up on the screen, and if I speed, if I go over the limit, then it'll do that as well. I'll just show you. Just give you an idea of the performance up to the speed limit, of course. We don't speed here.
Yeah,
that was up to 60.
Was that skip on you at some point? Yeah, wow. Yeah, you certainly feel that. It's just at any speed as well because of the torque.
It is. It's at absolutely any speed.
And it's completely. Obviously, it's electric car. It's going to be quiet, but there's very, very little, if any, noise at all. The Leaf, you can hear the motor every now and again, but in this, even punching it, it's silent.
I mean, in P85D, you hear the motor
because there's one
literally behind the dash.
Yeah.
I love the sound of the motor. I don't know if it's I'm just a massive electric car geek now, but the sound of the motor is far more interesting.
Yeah, definitely. The Leaf, I don't know if the Tesla does. The Leaf has a sound that it makes below a certain speed, which is a sort of annoying whine whenever you have the windows open.
Yeah.
But you can turn it off, luckily.
I imagine you can do this on the Leaf. You can do it with the Tesla. If you go to your radio, stick it on AM. Change the channel. You get the interference from the motor.
Oh wow! No, I've never tried that. I will definitely try that the way home.
On AM.
Yeah, and just put it at that frequency there isn't a station. It sounds like sort of F1s and noises.
Yeah.
Wow. And the air suspension is very comfortable as well. That's one thing I've noticed so far.
It is. Let's turn it off there. Yeah, it's a little geeky thing you can do.
Yeah.
Anyone ever says, oh, but your car doesn't make a noise, you say, well, listen to it. So there's like cross between an air raid siren and an F1 car.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty good. Yeah. Finish is very nice as well. Obviously, you'd expect it from a sort of car of this price, but as I said before, sort of a car of this sort of age, it's actually, as I said, it's the second car, isn't it? Because the Roadster was made by
So yes, the Roadster was a Lotus Elise body with our powertrain in it. We used to call them gliders. They used to just come in and then we fit the gubbins. I mean, you know, if you look at the Roadster and the S, you wouldn't know that they were the same company really.
Yeah.
I mean, the Roadster has a Lotus car feel. You know, it feels a bit like I shouldn't say kit car, but you know, it has that sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
You know, electrified go-karts. But this car's being built from the ground up as an electric car.
Yeah. Certainly the way forward in terms of just electric in general. I think Tesla's certainly going to be doing that, sort of pushing it forward. If they can get the Model 3 right, it's going to be sort of worldwide adoption, I think. Was that 2016, 17 they were reckoning?
Yeah, it was probably more likely to be 2017, 2018.
Yeah. Oh, by the time it's over here as well, I suppose.
Yeah, by the time it's here. So I'll have to change the tooling to make it right-hand drive.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not as simple as putting the steering wheel on the other side. Tesla like to do it ground up, so you know that a right-hand drive car is built to be right-hand drive.
So what do they actually change? Obviously,
the dash layout, I suppose, is the main thing. Some of the control features. It's weird, like the setup of the screen is completely different. You drive the left-hand drive one. This is just a rear-wheel drive one.
Yeah.
Four-wheel drive just hangs to the road.
Yeah. I've never driven a four-wheel drive car, so I can't necessarily compare the difference, but I can understand the way you describe it. Does the mirror do the sort of auto dimming and all that?
It does, yeah. Electrochromatic. So many outside ones.
Oh wow! I don't know if many do that. I've never heard that they do that.
Some, yeah, I think some more expensive cars do it.
Oh, right.
Like Mercedes do it. Lexus do it. Other car companies, probably BMW, probably do it.
Do you drive?
I have a battered old C-Class.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of changing it at some point for a newer one. When the time comes. But not very impressed. I'd look at the new ones, I'm not so impressed with them, they just don't seem to be built as well. So I don't know.
Sort of a job where you really enjoy coming to work.
Well, this is the thing, you drive a Tesla and then you're like, well, any other car's a bit rubbish.
Yeah.
They can't really compare it to this that I drive. Should we go down here? Came here on a test drive earlier.
This is one of the roads I test drove the Leaf on, actually.
Yeah.
There's a dealership in Box. I think we're quite close. I think this is one of them.
Yeah, we drove through Box a minute ago.
Yeah. Not had the Leaf long, and I didn't have a car before that, so but I don't know the area brilliantly.
So is Leaf your first car?
Yes, it is.
Really?
I'm leasing it because just for the nature of it, I don't particularly want to own one for forever. I think that the range will improve a lot on the next generation one.
That's amazing.
I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's an incredibly cheap lease though. It's the thing they want to get them sort of sold and on the market.
Is it 100 and something a month or?
Yeah, it's 199, but there's obviously pretty much no other cost. So I'm going on placement this year as well. Sorry, I'm not just a super rich student. I'm going on placement, so
what are you doing?
I'm working sort of in the aerospace and military industries at a company up in Cheltenham. So I'll sort of be going between Bournemouth and Bath and Cheltenham.
Aerospace?
Yeah.
I know that company. I had a friend who used to work there.
Yeah. Where is it?
Just to the airport. You know that one?
It's Ultra Electronics.
I can't remember what it's called.
Maybe it's the same thing, I don't know.
Yeah, I knew somebody who was doing an apprenticeship there years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm quite happy to get that, and it should be very enjoyable. Is there going to be opportunity to see the autopilot cruise control in effect or not?
Yeah, I'll have to.
That'd just be quite interesting.
Yeah, as soon as I find somebody in front of me, I'll put it on.
doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, the problem is country road is not really the best place to do it. But as soon as I'll get back onto Nay Road, I'm sure we'll get behind somebody.
Yeah.
Put it on. We love hills.
Yes, definitely. The best thing is on a motorway when you're doing the speed limit and generating power. It's just, yep, this is good.
You've got the wind behind you on the right sort of decline.
Yeah.
Like this now, actually. Just accelerating.
Making power, speeding up downhill.
Every little helps.
Yeah, definitely. Although it'd be interesting to see the difference, because you always just accept the fact that yes, it's regenning, you get some energy back, but actually, how much do you get back?
I mean, this will show you. So,
does it show you how?
Energy graph. That's it. So you can see it in. This is in watts.
Yeah.
The side.
Oh, right.
So it's going there. So at the moment, I'm consuming, if I'm driving here, and I'm letting it off, that shows me kilowatts, 30 kilowatts, and putting back into the battery. Whereas there I was just consuming 40 just by putting it in. So you can see that you take out more than you put in.
Yeah.
So I guess if I go to here, that's 80 kilowatts of power putting in, and then that's 30.
Yeah.
Barford.
So what's the supercharger UK sort of basis? Is that expanding, or is that?
Yeah, it's expanding all the time.
Yeah, because is there some in Bristol?
Yeah, we have 2 locations in Bristol. We have Filton, and we have Cripps Causeway.
Yeah.
Then we have 2 in Exeter. One at Darts Farm, which is a really cool place actually. If you've ever been to it.
Darts Farm.
Darts Farm is a farm shop, and it's amazing. They have like their own fish and chip store, their own fish counter. They have the best selection of booze ever. Whoever went through and was the buyer for their booze department, I mean, ciders, nice wines, like Belgian beers, every kind of nice thing, and then they've got like a delicatessen with local produce. It is really good.
So I've been up to Cheltenham a few times, but recently I went up in the Leaf and charged at Gloucester Services, which is sort of put in maybe a year ago now.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to be good because you get there and actually as a symbol it says electric charging at the service station. So yes, first time I've seen that. Going there and it's sort of cut into the hill, like Teletubbies. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so like that. Sort of the whole service station is sort of in the hill, and the not that I'll be visiting it, but the fuel station is also sort of cut in, and it's basically a farm shop service station.
Oh,
and it's just a farm shop and cafe, with the sort of typical service station things. It doesn't have a WH Smith, which is a surprise, but no, it's really nice. Electric charging points, obviously. It's got just a really, really nice facility. It's really nice to see that they sort of put the effort in to make it a really, really nice services, and also with the charging, it's somewhere you'd actually want to go, even if you didn't necessarily. You can almost see it as like a shop that someone will go to on a regular basis to pick up the farm shop stuff.
That's really good.
So it's really nice that they've done that.
Yeah, I do like my sort of. Pardon me for yawning.
It's okay.
Yeah, I do like my farm shops. It's like everybody's just literally finished work.
Yeah, everyone's like that. Well, there you go. You can might get an opportunity again.
Okay, how are we doing on the left?
One plan and then we're done.
To the van?
I've actually converted my bike to electric as well. So that was interesting.
Oh, like a motorbike?
No, it's only a 1 kilowatt motor. So, but that on a small push bike will get you to 30 usually.
Really?
So, yeah, almost to 30. 27 or something. I've got.
No
I've had
way.
with GPS. Yeah, it's really good. Basically, it will double to triple your power. So basically, when I'm going up the hill, because I haven't come down, probably doesn't mean anything to you, but yeah, I haven't come down, and it's quite a steep hill up there, and it means I can do 3 times the speed up the hill without even pedaling, and then if I pedal as well, it's brilliant. Because I've always been a fairly keen cyclist, and it's really good because sometimes I used to. I didn't have a car at the time. I'd want to go and get some shopping or something. I bought a trailer, put it on the back. Electric bike makes no difference.
No,
you just pulls it along. So it's brilliant.
So, what batteries do you have for it?
So those batteries I bought. I'm sort of also into radio control models and things, and so I bought them from the shop who sells stuff for that. What is it? It's about 150 watt hours or something. So obviously tiny compared to the car, but it really does take you. I think about 30 miles, I think, something like that. So for the sort of range you want to get on the bike.
So is it like electric plain batteries? Or
basically, it's the same thing. It's just lithium batteries. So they're not the same. I think Tesla uses the cylindrical ones, like that batteries or something. Yeah. These are sort of more typical, sort of laminated, sort of
ones.
Yeah. But because they're meant for the radio control market, they're quite cheap, basically. Yeah. So you can just stack them up, and if you want a higher range, then you just put more of them in.
Just wire them in series or something.
Yeah, so you put them in parallel. You'll get twice the current. You put them in series, you tend to get higher voltage. And the thing is that works at a fairly high voltage. The current's very low, so actually the batteries do last a while. Do you ever get in your was it Citroen? Try and drive it like this.
Mercedes. Yeah.
Sorry,
Right.
Mercedes. Sorry, you said C-Class, didn't you? I was thinking Citroen. So sorry.
That's alright. Don't worry.
Sorry, probably not as much of a change though. No, I was going to say you could get in one, get in the other.
Oh God, yeah. If I drive these more than I drive my own car.
Oh right, yeah. Because you drive this to wherever you're going to.
If we're doing an event or anything for the company, we use it. Whereas my own car, so I use it for personal use.
Yeah.
But the amount of times I've driven with the handbrake on, because in the Tesla you get in. Put it into drive and you drive off. Yeah. And of course I do it, put it into gear, then I thought, I forgot to take the handbrake off.
Yeah.
Or I borrowed my mum's car briefly yesterday, and I used the windscreen wipers to put it into drive.
Yeah.
Just stupid things like that.
Well, I mean, obviously for a manual transmission, you do sort of need it to be quite low down. But then, as I said before, it's sort of all innovation. I mean, why why have it there? There's no reason to have it there. It's just a switch telling it which gear to be in. You may as well just have it at the side of the steering wheel when it's an automatic or a or an electric, where it isn't really putting it into any gear as such.
That's it. It doesn't really matter.
Best company to get a company car from then.
Yeah. So you got your leaf here?
Yeah, it's just around the corner. Yeah, it's pretty good. Obviously got nothing on this, yeah, just plugged it in there, might be able to see it. Yeah, it's about three in on the left. Yeah, silver one, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's certainly not the nicest looking of car. It's a bit odd the way they've styled it, but at the end of the day, it's a cheap lease and it's electric, so it's sort of what I was looking for.
So you can get out. There we go.
Very good. And that's one other thing that I've seen, because you said it puts the handbrake on when you put it in park. So
Yeah.
like every other car that's got an electric handbrake, of which there aren't that many, usually have a button somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why? I mean, if it's an automatic, you just put it in park. Why not do that?
It's strange,
Wow,
isn't it?
It's been great.
Well,
Thank you very much.
it's
It's been
not a
really
problem
nice.
at all.